When the economy takes a downturn, it can be difficult to make ends meet. However, there are ways to live frugally and still enjoy life. Here are some tips for living frugally during a recession. Frugal tip number 1. Have an emergency fund. Having an emergency fund is one of the best ways to live frugally during a recession. An emergency fund can help you cover unexpected expenses, like a car repair or a medical bill. It can also help you avoid using credit cards or taking out loans. Here are a few tips for building an emergency fund. Start small. You don't need to have a lot of money saved up to start an emergency fund. Even $50 or $100 can help you cover unexpected costs. Set aside money each month. Automatically transferring a set amount of money from your checking account to your savings account each month can help you build your emergency fund quickly. Keep it in a separate account. Keeping your emergency fund in a separate account will help you avoid dipping into it for non-emergency expenses. Having an emergency fund can help ease financial stress during tough times like a recession. Frugal tip number 2. Diversify your income. In these difficult economic times, it's more important than ever to make sure you have a diversified income. Here are a few ways to make sure you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. 1. Have multiple sources of income. If you rely on just one source of income, you're much more vulnerable to economic fluctuations. Make sure you have a few different streams of income coming in so that if one dries up, you're not left high and dry. 2. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. This is similar to the first tip, but it's worth repeating. Don't invest all your money in one stock or even one industry. Diversify your investments so that if one area takes a hit, you're not wiped out financially. Frugal tip number 3. Review your expenses and make cuts where possible. When it comes to saving money, many of us are unaware of where our hard-earned cash goes each month. Reviewing your expenses is a great way to get started on cutting costs. Start by looking at your bank and credit card statements from the past few months. Make a list of all your regular expenses, including things like mortgage or rent payments, utilities, groceries, transportation costs, and entertainment. Once you have a good idea of where your money is going each month, start making cuts where possible. For example, if you're spending too much on eating out, consider cooking more meals at home. If you have a gym membership that you rarely use, cancel it and opt for cheaper alternatives like working out outdoors or using at-home workout videos. Frugal tip number 4. Make a budget and stick to it. Making and sticking to a budget is one of the best ways to save money. By knowing exactly how much money you have coming in and where it needs to go, you can avoid overspending and get into debt. Here are a few tips for creating and sticking to a budget. 1. Determine your income and expenses. The first step in creating a budget is knowing how much money you have coming in and where it all goes. Track your spending for a month or two to get an accurate picture of your regular expenses. 2. Set realistic goals. Once you know where your money is going, you can start setting some goals. Do you want to save up for a vacation or a new car? Or maybe you just want to get out of debt. Whatever your goal, be sure to make it realistic. Frugal tip number 5. Invest in quality, long-lasting items. When it comes to your finances, it's important to be mindful of what you spend your money on. In difficult economic times like a recession, it becomes even more important to be frugal with your spending. One way to be frugal is to invest in quality and long-lasting items. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in next video.